Hi, guys. It's Wednesday, May the 13th, 2015, and this is my blog on my uh, observation, my take on the 12 steps. And we are now on steps two and three. I decided to put those together because they flow. And just to let you know, I have to stop doing Jesus calling. I was in touch. I left a message with Jesus calling on their as a Facebook page via Facebook messaging and asked him if it was all right to do Jesus calling as a devotion every day on my blog. And I finally got a reply and said it was a copyright infringement. So I'm sorry, I have to stop it. Hey, that's all right. I love the devotion Jesus Calling. So I said, I'm sure you can order it through their website, jesuscalling.com. I'm sure you could, or any local Christian bookstores. Unfortunately, our local Christian bookstore, Faith Family Books and Gifts, are no longer. They've closed down. Uh, Unfortunately, but there is a bookstore at Catch the Fire uh, airport at the airport, and that's where I got my copy of Jesus Calling. Catch the Fire. That's at 272 Atwell Drive. Um, and their bookstore is open a little bit before their services and after their services, and quite a few times during conferences. And I'm sure that you can pick a copy up there, or as I said, go to jesuscalling.com or their Facebook page, and hopefully they'll send you information where to purchase that book. And there are also other books by the same author, at least three others that I know of. Jesus Lives is one of them. And so pick that up. Anyway, steps 2 and 3. Step 2 says, came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. Now, I'm changing the words to reflect being a Christian. Came to believe that Christ could restore us to sanity. And 3 is made a decision to turn our will and our lives over the care of God. Now, in the AA program, it says over to the care of God as we understood it. But I'm just going to quickly end it at God. Anyway, I've been a member of AA for quite a number of years, 22 years. But since I have a real big love for the Lord Jesus Christ, I know that He's the only way. Anyway, that's enough of that. Anyway, came to believe, let's look at those first 3 words, came to believe, and then let's look at the word restore, and then let's look for sanity. Look for sanity, pardon the pun. Let's look for sanity. Anyway, came to believe. You know, for a long time, there's a lot of people in the fellowship, and also before you're a Christian, you you might have been an atheist, and then you come into this fellowship, into AA, or into Celebrate Recovery is another great program for alcoholics and addicts. It's a Christian-based program, actually. But when you come into this program, you suddenly have to grasp at something. You have to start believing in something. It may not be God to begin with. At AA, we kind of use an acronym for God, saying group of drunks or good orderly direction. And sometimes that's all that you can grasp a hold of. That group that you belong to is a higher power because they've been sober longer than you. So you grasp at that as a group as your higher power for a bit. But then all of a sudden you kind of realize, hey, look, they're just staying sober like me. But how are they staying sober? There must be something greater than they are. So you come to believe in this higher power, which I call Jesus. You came to believe in Jesus. Let's look at the word restore. Now, a lot of us have been troubled in our lives, full of guilt and shame and remorse. And we think that we're all bad inside. There's nothing good. Well, that's not true. The key word, restore, let's look at a computer. The computer originally was good. And along the line, sometimes a computer gets messed up. So you have to restore the hard drive to go back to its original state. Same way with us. We were good. We still are. But we are filled with this guilt and shame that it's hard to grasp. But we come to believe that we can be restored to our original makeup of being good. But the difficult part is grasping onto the sanity aspect of step 2. You say, no, I'm not insane. Well, no. You try and try the same thing. Maybe you've switched brands of alcohol or switched your drug of choice and that, but you're still getting drunk and you're still getting high. That's the same result. I kind of find that insane in a way. Sanity is defined as soundness of mind. Now, no alcoholic, practicing alcoholic I know, and me too, I didn't have soundness of mind at all. So there's that. You came to believe. Then you begin to realize that you have good inside you. The original makeup of you that God made. God made. He didn't make the evil stuff. He didn't make the guilt and shame. No. That was your addiction. That was Satan getting into you. So, um, so you needed to be restored to your original makeup of being good. Now, sanity, you believe that you can be restored to sanity, to have a good mind. And with that, now that's your belief. You've only come to believe. Well, you have to make a decision on that belief, or else that belief, there'll be no meaning to that belief. You have to make a decision. Turning our will and our lives over to the care of God. I take that, it's like a leaf turning its colors, then becoming alive again in the summer again. It's all the colors coming forth in the fall. Now, they look beautiful, they really do. But they fall and they die and they wither away. Then all of a sudden, a new leaf pops up on that tree. And I believe that when you give yourself to Christ, you make a decision to turn your will and your lives. Eventually, you will be that new leaf. Now, steps 4 through 9 are where the real work of this program begins. The real meat and potatoes of this program. And next week, seeing step 4 is a lot involved. I'm going to just talk about step 4 and then 5. Then I'll be doing 6 and 7 together and 8 and 9 together. But step 4, I'm doing it alone next week. So until next week, God bless and stay clean and sober. Bye-bye for now. As a friend from our church says, that's it.